Hello everybody, you're watching another vlog of RubyQuest Undertow. It saddens me to say that this may be the second to last vlog that I'll be doing. Although I planned on doing more, I do wish to keep a handful of gameplay elements secret, so understandably it's going to be cut a little bit short. Throughout the process of making the actual game, I will probably release some short gameplay videos, screenshots, teasers, all that good stuff. So with that being said, let's move on to what this vlog is about, which is UIs, or user interfaces. You may have already seen a lot of footage of what we've been working on concerning UIs at my Tumblr or any of the game pages we have up, but I'd like to cover the main menu first. So this is the main menu. It displays what characters you have the ability to control, as well as whether or not they are active or passive. What that means is whoever you are currently controlling manually is known to be the active one, while the passive one is controlled by AI. You'll also see their health condition, which can also be shown through an optional health bar outside of the menu. In the main menu, you'll also see on the bottom left there is information on what level you're on, as well as what your current mission is. There's no level there for now, but levels will be determined by floors rather than specific rooms. If you'll see all around to the left, north, and to the right, there are these little tabs. If you press the arrow key relative to where the placement of each tab is, it will select that tab. To the left is the inventory tab in which your items will be shown. There is limited item space, but you do have the option to drop stuff, and I'll just show you that here soon enough. I'll also show you the equip function and tell you what the apply to option is all about. Actually, I can tell you that right now. The apply to is basically a combine option, but it's not fully functional at the moment. So that's it for that. So let's go to the Notes tab. There are 3 different categories we have here, and first is the Archive category, which holds special items, not key items, just special ones that can reveal like backstory, lore, etc. Some will even trigger little cutscenes and such. The second option that we have here is the Personal option, in which Ruby and whoever else reflects on their thoughts on the current situation. This is also a good way to look back and put together the pieces of the story. It might also assist with what to do in certain missions. Lastly, we have the Maps option, which should be rather self-explanatory. This is not what the map will look like in the final version, but you get the idea. In the harder difficulty, you will have to be very wary because your position will not be highlighted on the map. So that's it for notes. Let's go to the final submenu to the right, which is the options menu. Here we have 4 options. The first is the option to bind your keys, which should prove pretty useful, I should say. Let's see here, just press the normal action key, which is C for me, and you can press it again to select a different key that you want. So say I want to change that to V, but I don't want to do that, so just wanted to demonstrate that real quick. The next thing that we have here is the difficulty option, which you of course can adjust while you're in the middle of the game. But for difficulty, we won't be focusing so much on making enemies, bullet sponges and that sort of thing. There will be some other elements that will change, and I'll just leave that as a surprise. I will say though that playstyle will be determined through this factor, definitely. UI visibility, we don't have working just yet, but you will have the option of hiding specific HUD graphics. You might have seen some outside of the menu, but those are just placeholders. Ally behavior will probably be quite important to some people. We haven't gotten around to companion AI just yet, but you will have the choice of 4 different AI patterns, which could prove useful if your ally is in a bind. So that is it for the menu for now. Let's go back to the map and I'll show you real quick what we have planned for a function called the mini menu. This smaller menu is used for more detailed actions. Using the default action key, in this case C, will lead to very common actions like opening doors and Ruby reflecting on what is in front of her. Picking up the item will be done through the menu, amongst many other actions like using key items. Now that we've picked some stuff up, let's go back to our inventory. You'll see they've been arranged in the order they've been picked up. I'll equip the crowbar to Ruby, and there you go. You can also drop items, like I've said, and they should remain no matter what map you're on. Hi, Tom. So, that about covers it for this vlog. We've made a lot of progress, but we're starting to get to the more difficult portions, so please bear with us. Once we have the main framework down for everything, I think it's safe to say we can finally start on the actual story, so definitely look forward to that. But once again, this is Fitchell with RubyQuest Undertow. It is a free project, so please support us by visiting our game page in the description below and maybe even subscribing to it if you have an RMN account. Thank you for watching this vlog, and I will see you in the next one.